Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Zyplo here, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over the first ever patch notes for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And this patch is actually very promising and really nice to see. I'll give you many reasons why, and you'll see. But yeah, if you want to find this, I'm going to be leaving it down in the description below. It is on their Discord, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. But if you want the link, I'll just leave it in the description below so you guys can check it out for yourself. But to start us off, this patch will be coming out within the next week, I'm assuming, or sometime really soon, because it's not out right now. We haven't got, like, it says for their upcoming patch, so they haven't released it fully, but they're basically letting us know here what it's basically going to be revolved around. So one of the biggest things is the burn build. Everyone's been posting videos on guides of the burn build because it is the best build in the game. It literally would scale infinitely, and everyone was able to beat basically the hardest content with that build, and you wouldn't die. You were basically immune to damage, and you were doing the most damage. That's basically what the build was. And you were using the burn affliction. And it's funny because the burn affliction wasn't even the theme of the, I guess, dimension or world that we're in right now, which is Bane's Fury world or whatever you can call it, Finite Crisis. It isn't even the theme. The theme is Craze, and the Craze build was getting outshined by the burn build, which is funny because you would expect it to be the other way around. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they're gonna be fixing the burn build. They're gonna be making it to where it basically just no longer scales infinitely. And the way that they're doing this is by nerfing the Heatwave Molten Skin and the Turtle Shell gear mods or whatever that you could put onto your shield mod, I think, and then also traversal mod. So if you don't know, the Heatwave Multiskin basically made it to where you were basically immune to damage every time you burned enemies, or every time you had an enemy burning around you. You were basically immune to damage, and then this could stack to up to 30 seconds as long as you were consistently burning enemies. And then the turtle shell, all you had to do is just stand still, and you would basically just not take damage. That's literally what it would do. And then whenever you would move, you would do more damage. So it was kind of like you pick and choose. But most people were doing the thing where they were just standing still and not taking damage, and then they would never die. So they're actually going to be nerfing these and basically making it to where instead of you getting straight up immunity, you're going to be taking 90% more damage, 90% less damage, instead of straight up immunity. I mean, it's actually a big nerf to be honest, but we'll have to see how it feels. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you are still reducing your damage by 90%, which is a lot. But yeah, I mean, it's still going to be easy to trigger these items, even though it says right here, it says these items were too easy to trigger. And, you know, you were basically able to keep up the buff all the time. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be nerfing the weapon, like the Black Mass Bullet Storm, which basically proc this all the time. They're not going to be nerfing it, I don't think, because it doesn't say it here, but who knows? Maybe they will nerf the gun. I don't know how they would, you know, but maybe they would. And then another thing that they're going to be doing is that they're going to be decreasing the health at the higher mastery levels. And the reason for this is so that other builds can basically be viable for, you know, the harder stuff. And obviously, since they're basically taking away the best build in the game, they're going to be lowering the health because a lot of people were having problems reaching, you know, mastery level 50, for example, and even going above that. And the reason why is because the health was just scaling like crazy and very aggressive. So they're actually going to be toning this down and basically making it easier for us to just defeat some of these higher mastery levels, which is really good in my opinion, because that would make it to where more builds are more viable. Like some of this fun stuff that you guys like to do and some of your play styles, or like let's just say you guys don't even care about build guides and you want to just build your own stuff. Like you're gonna start seeing your builds feel more better in the game, which is really good. And then when it comes to your progress, they're not gonna be doing nothing to people's progress that was using the burn build. Even though yes, it was a bug technically to them, they're not gonna be doing anything to your levels if you were abusing basically the bug or whatever is what they're saying right here. And then also they're going to be creating a new leaderboard, and the reason for this is so that they can see basically who can come up with the next meta build, I guess you can say, and see who can get number one, you know, with that new meta build once they do this nerf to the burn build and once they bring out this patch. So they're gonna be making a new leaderboard, but they're also gonna be consisting having like a leaderboard that basically exists for all the people that are currently number one. So if you do care about that, you know, you will have your permanent record of your achievement and stuff like that. I don't know how they're gonna implement that. I don't know if there's gonna be I guess the achievement will only show for you type thing or whatever, where people can check your profile and then it shows like, oh, this guy reached number one in this leaderboard or whatever, something like that. I would assume, but who knows? We'll have to see when the patch comes out. And then the last thing that is really huge is that, especially for the people that were complaining that the devs do not talk to us, especially on Reddit, there was like a lot of complaining about that. Right here where it says what's next, the devs actually said, moving forward, we're committed to giving you all weekly dev updates, be it big or small, to give you a better and deeper insight into what we're up to and what we got cooking. So this is actually really huge because that means every single week there will be a video from me of the weekly dev updates that the devs will be doing. And also, this just shows that they're actually caring about the game. They're going to be talking to us a lot, and we're basically going to be involved with this project that they have of making this game just better and improving it for all of us. They're also going to be talking to us in the coming weeks about season 1 and what's coming with season 1. And also, I guess they're going to be making some new longer term changes that will improve the game for all of us. So I'm assuming they're going to be listening to the community when it comes to this about some of the long-term changes. Like maybe they're going to be making raid bosses. Who knows? Maybe they're going to be making, just stuff that is more fun for us, especially for the people complaining about endgame, and especially for the people that don't feel like there's enough to do in endgame to make it like more of a variety for us. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? Who knows? But like I said, if you guys want, I'll be keeping you guys updated no matter what, even if uh, like I'll be keeping you guys updates. So if you guys don't want to look at this stuff for yourself and you just want to watch my videos, you guys can leave a like, subscribe, and I'll keep you updated. And then the last thing right here says, on behalf of Rocksteady Crew, they want to say thank you to all of us for the passion that we show playing the game and stuff. And they are stoked to, you know, they are stoked to be on this journey with us. Looking forward to sharing more details uh and yeah, they're gonna just let us know some new stuff about season 1 basically. That's pretty much the premise of this patch. It is a pretty huge thing because it is interesting. It's interesting to me because it shows that they're gonna be like nerfing things along the line. Like down the line, if there's anything ever broken, they're gonna try to work hard to I guess nerf it. And this is just interesting to me because at the end of the day, they have to keep a balance of what's fun and what's not, and I know in games like this, a lot of people just like doing a lot of big numbers and stuff like that. So we'll see how the community takes it, when it comes to nerfs and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting. And then the last thing is something that they did add today from when I'm making this video is they actually added server improvements. So if you were wondering about server improvements and stuff, they already resolved this. So you should start experiencing more consistent like experiences with your friends if you play with friends, for example. And then also login issues. So you shouldn't be having any more login issues anymore. And that is all today. But like I said, when it comes to the patch notes, you can check that out for yourself. They also have some workarounds. Like let's just say, for example, you weren't getting your Twitch drops. You can just go to customer support. They have a link right here, and you can talk to customer support, and I guess they will help you out with that. But that's pretty much it for the video. Like I said, these are going to be weekly dev updates, so we'll see how long they do these and whenever they do. But it seems very promising and very interesting.